Leading technology for learning in higher education is a complex process, comprised of at least 4 activities, which we are listing in this video. Setting up the vision of digital learning transformation, giving an overall direction of digital learning at a higher education institution. Determining the learning strategy for the vision's realization, by planning digital learning at the institutional, as well as teachers' level. Implementing the activities of digital resources management to initiate digital learning processes, and finally, the evaluation of digital learning activities and their efficiency. It's important to note that the digital transformation of learning is a continuous process that requires ongoing adaptation and evolution in response to changes in technology, student needs, and educational trends. Let's talk first about the vision of digital learning transformation. By setting up the vision of digital learning transformation, the desired outcomes of digital transformation are defined, such as, for example, improved student engagement, increased access to learning resources, or enhanced collaboration among students and teachers. It is also vital to identify key stakeholders like students, teachers, or administrators, and involve them in developing the vision to ensure that it meets their needs and expectations. When considering the vision, the current state of technology and infrastructure at the higher education institution should be investigated to determine what technology and infrastructure are currently in place and evaluate their effectiveness in supporting the digital transformation aims. This includes identifying existing technology infrastructure, software and digital tools being used and identifying areas where technology can be leveraged to improve the learning experience. The result of the outlined reflection, the vision statement, is a set of standards that guide an institution's decision-making and align its education-related goals. It directly attracts and motivates instructors and learners, defines the technology and instructs how teachers and students access the resources to teach, learn, understand, and apply the knowledge. Now, let us discuss the digital learning strategy. With a clear vision of digital learning transformation, it is easier to develop an effective digital learning strategy, or a strategic plan, leading to the implementation of digital learning at higher education institutions. Here are some fundamental requirements crucial for this task. The plan has to outline the goals, objectives, and strategies for implementing technology in the learning process. This plan should be aligned with the institution's overall mission and goals. Several stakeholders should be assembled in a team responsible for the implementation of the plan, including faculty, staff, students, and IT professionals, to implement the plan. Training and support should be provided to faculty, staff, and students on effectively using technology for learning, such as online resources, tutorials, and workshops. This includes providing training and support for the use of digital resources, as well as encouraging collaboration and experimentation. The effectiveness of technology in the learning process should be continuously evaluated and adjustments, as needed, implemented. This includes gathering feedback from faculty, staff, and students and using data to inform decision-making. This also includes tracking student engagement and achievement and assessing the impact on faculty and staff. It is vital for the institution and the teachers to stay current with emerging trends in education and technologies, and consider how they may be applied to improve the learning experience. Nowadays, the most common digital learning strategies are based on the use of the following digital resources. Multimedia that makes a collaborative classroom, and allows students to communicate and apply what they are learning. Social media that promotes skills of collaboration, sharing, and exchanging ideas. Various digital learning resources that promote exploring online resources and widening students' horizons. Technologies such as podcasts, videos, blogs, creation and use of OERs, and other technologies may be used. Computer games and gamification that motivate students to learn while playing and gaming, and increase student engagement and motivation. The use of technology may empower students by allowing them to express or showcase their ideas, be creative, connect to people around the world, or get in touch with experts to exchange knowledge and collaborate. With a set learning strategy, we can now continue towards the implementation of digital learning management and coordination of learning activities. The critical resource management approaches for digital learning in higher education institutions may include the following. Technology infrastructure. This includes ensuring that the institution has the necessary hardware, software, and network infrastructure to support digital learning. Generally, this relates to selecting, implementing, and maintaining learning management systems, digital content, and digital tools. Staff development. This includes providing training and professional development opportunities for faculty and staff to develop the skills and knowledge necessary to use technology and digital resources in teaching and learning effectively. Digital content. This includes identifying, developing, and managing digital content, such as ebooks, videos, and interactive simulations that can be used in teaching and learning. Access and support. This includes ensuring that students and faculty have access to the technology and digital resources they need, and providing support for their use. Budgeting and funding. This includes developing a budget for acquiring, implementing, and maintaining technology and digital resources and identifying funding sources to support these efforts. Data management. This includes developing a strategy for collecting, analyzing, and using data to inform decision-making and evaluate the effectiveness of digital learning initiatives. Collaboration. This includes fostering collaboration and communication among faculty, staff, and students to share resources, best practices, and ideas for using technology and digital resources in teaching and learning. The focal challenge of online and virtual learning relates to student commitment. So, how can teachers engage their students and motivate them to stay committed to learning? Here we list some approaches that teachers at higher education institutions may implement. Involving students in the design and development of digital learning initiatives. This can include gathering feedback on course design, technology, and resources and incorporating their input into the development process. Providing opportunities for student engagement and interaction. This can include using technology to facilitate group work and collaboration, and providing opportunities for students to connect with their peers and instructors. Offering personalized and flexible learning experiences. This can include providing students with the ability to access course materials and resources on their own schedule, as well as providing different types of assessments and activities to meet the diverse needs of learners. Incorporating technology in a way that enhances the learning experience. This can include using technology to create interactive and immersive learning experiences, such as simulations and virtual reality, and providing opportunities for students to use technology to develop and produce their own content. Providing clear and effective communication and support. This can include providing students with clear instructions on using technology and resources, and providing support for troubleshooting and technical issues. Showcasing the benefits and value of digital learning. This can include highlighting how digital learning can improve student engagement and achievement, and prepare students for the digital workforce. Building students' digital literacy skills and knowledge. This can include providing students with the knowledge and skills needed to effectively use technology and digital resources in their studies and future careers.